Bastille Day marks the day when an angry crowd rampaged through the streets and stormed the Bastille prison, a sign of royal authority at the time. This incident is widely seen as the start of the French Revolution. French ambassador to Trinidad and Tobago Didier Chabert says Bastille Day is not just about France, it's about freedom, fighting injustice and claiming human rights. When the Bastille fell, it sent shockwaves across Europe and the world. It paved the way for the first formal recording of natural and inalienable rights, that is, freedom, ownership, security and resistance to oppression.
The French National Assembly voted for the adoption of the first Universal Declaration of Human Rights and of the Citizens. And it was a shock for all Europe and a shock for the whole world, because we had before some declaration of rights, but for local people. For example, a Declaration of Rights of Virginian citizens, but not a universal one. So this is the main legacy of the Bastille Day.
The ambassador explains that the celebration of Bastille Day in Trinidad and Tobago is more than just a diplomatic formality. It reflects deep historic ties between the two countries, especially through Tobago and through shared culture. He says the French legacy is alive here, in the language, in Carnival, even in Calypso. The first calypsoan in Gros Jean, he said, sang in French Creole.
The French heritage is really so strong here. I was surprised when I arrived to see how many elements continues to be preserved in the culture of Trinidad and Tobago. First, of course, Carnival. Because Carnival, all the Carnival, you have Dimanche Gras, you have Mardi Gras, you have Jouvet, you have some traditional characters as Pierrot Grenaille, as Dame Lorraine.
He notes traditions like Mardi Gras and Jouvet are rooted in French customs brought by settlers in the 18th century. Beyond music and masquerade, Bastille Day represents a shared Caribbean legacy of resistance, a spirit echoed in events like Canboulay, when Trinidadians defied colonial efforts to suppress Carnival.
The Carnival was a moment of freedom, a moment when the concept of liberty was put on the forefront for the people. And I remember I've seen here a wonderful show, Canboulay. Canboulay is remembering when the colonial power here tried to forbid the celebration of Carnival because of the spirit of freedom. So Carnival is rooted in the French tradition, and Carnival has also something to do with the same spirit, which is the one of Bastille Day.
Local institutions like Alliance Française, now over 70 years old, play a key role in keeping this connection alive, offering language classes and cultural events throughout the year. The French ambassador says he wants young Trinidadians to understand the positive legacies of global history, to see Bastille Day not as just a French celebration, but as a reminder that the fight for justice belongs to everyone.
I wish all the best to the Trinidadian, and I hope that the day of Bastille Day, every Trinidadian can have a little soul to France and what was positive in the French history.
From the revolution in Paris to Carnival in Port of Spain, the ties between France and Trinidad and Tobago run deeper than history books. They live in our language, music, and the enduring fight for freedom. I am Marie-Therese Bernard, and this is We Focus on TTT News.